Good morning. I'm going to be showing you guys some of the forms that are required for co-op in order for you to complete. Hopefully this one little document that I'm going to share with you and the vision that you'll be able to see along with it will kind of make sense as you're going along. Of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. This is my giant files. These are where I keep everything. You don't have access to it, but I am going to share with you something called the app, the RR, and the training agreement. So what that is I believe it's this document. Okay, this is the very first document that you are going to see. Now I'm going to print yours for you, but in essence this is what the printed document is. Date received by, that's for me to fill out, so you do not fill out this top portion. Where it says name, present address, last 4 digits of your social, anything that has a question beside it that requires a response, you must fill out. This question sometimes messes people and distracts from you. All this is asking is, what class have you taken that's a career tech class that makes you eligible? I would, for everyone in here, put career prep if you've taken it. If you've taken BTA, if you've taken BTA advanced, if you have taken culinary, anything that's a career tech course you could put there certainly, but career prep is the intro course for this class, and that's what you should be able to put there. Career objective, all that means is what do you want to do after high school. So if you're interested in nursing, you would just put nursing. Say you don't know what you want to do for your other two. My advice for you at this point is just to fill out something that's similar to nursing. So I would put on here like business and maybe even marketing. It doesn't mean you have to do these things. It just means that these are options for you to be able to explore post-graduation from high school. Once you get down here to parent, guardian name, if it's not your mom or your dad and you want me to know exactly who it is, maybe it's your aunt, just put out there -aunt, something like that, so I will know. This question here asks you to indicate the type of business in which you prefer to work. And the example says bank, dental, retail store, things like that. So if you were doing nursing, you could say hospital, or you could say, I don't know, medical standalone. That's fine. So that would be kind of like the doc in the box that you would visit. Answer these questions. If it gets down here to previous employer experience, all you need to put here is none if you don't have any. If you currently have a job, say you're working at Chick-fil-A, you just put, ooh, I can't spell, you put Chick-fil-A. You put the type of work, it would be fast food, restaurant. And then your employment dates. Say you started in August of 2016 and you're still there. You would just type August till present. If you don't have any other experience, don't worry about putting it down. You don't have to have work experience in order for me to approve you for co-op, so don't worry. Your class schedule. I want you to do it as of 2017. So this is this semester's class schedule, not 2016 last semester. So put on here, and there's a couple of extra spots for 7th and 8th period, but if that doesn't apply to you, just leave them blank. If you obviously you're not going to know your grade, don't worry about putting your grade in. I don't need anything there. If you know your teacher, you can put your teacher. That would be great. This part right here is pretty valuable. You're going to have to get 3 references from teachers who can attest to the quality of your work. One of them has to be either a current or previous career tech teacher. So that would be me, hopefully. That's how you spell my name. If it's not me, it needs to be from, you know, like Miss Russell, Miss Moss, Mr. Rodriguez, Miss Mizraini, Miss Graham, Miss Houchins, Mr. King, or Mr. Walker. He is our new HVAC teacher that replaced Mr. Smith. To the student, make sure you read this, and then you are going to sign it. You're going to date it. Don't do a digital signature. That's when I click there. The parent has to sign it right here and date it. This gray area is all me. I will fill that out for you, so don't worry about giving that to me. Rules and regulations. Now, you are required to read this, and you're required to understand it. So make sure you go through and you understand what your attendance, how you can be dropped from co-op. Make sure you're following all the rules and regulations, all of these things. And once you have read it, you then sign it, and your parent both signs it, and you guys date it. This is the training agreement. Student's name, address, phone, your career pathway. So like I mentioned earlier, nursing, the career pathway would be health science for that one. If you don't know what your career pathway is, you can certainly come ask me. I'll be happy to tell you. Once you get over here to job title, you can tell me what job title you would like to attain for this position. So you would say nursing, or you could just say nurse. Name of school would be Pinson Valley High School. I've already put in Jefferson County Board of Education. The name of your work-based learning site. That's where you work. So again, Chick-fil-A. If it's Chick-fil-A, obviously not everybody's going to work there. You give me the place, the address of the business where you work. Give me the name of the supervisor and mentor. This can be the same person. It does not have to be 2 or 3 different individuals. Just give me the name of one person and put them for both if that is who you would go. It's the person who you go to daily, basically, to help you answer questions. Make sure your parent guardian reads this section. These are the rules and things that go along with their side of it. The student's side of the instructions and rules are here. My responsibilities are going to be on the back of this page. It requires parent guardian, your employer, your signature, as well as my signature and a school administrator's signature, as well as the date. So if you will get all this to me, I'll make sure that the administrator at the school signs it. I need you to get me the parent, the employer, and the student signature, the top line, all these on the top. I'll take care of the bottom if you can get it back to me. Now, going back here, this is the responsibilities of the cooperative education coordinator and employer training mentor. So basically, this just is the continuation of your training agreement. Again, here is my responsibilities. Here is the employer training mentor. They're going to recognize that you are enrolled in co-op and that you're preparing for a career in, and again, we said nursing, so that's what you would put here, nursing. Whatever your career is that you're pursuing, that's what you would put in that little box. Read through the rest of it. Make sure you don't have any questions. Get down to this page. This is called the training plan. This is going to be your name, your date, your career pathway, again, health science. If you're going for nursing or something in the medical field, you can tell me nurse here. The business site name, actually, let's do this. And for the job title on this page, tell me if you're a cashier or maybe you work with food prep or something like that. You could be a hostess. Business site name, oops, I can't spell again. And then your mentor might be John Doe. What you're going to do here is, first you're going to list each task that you perform while you are at the workplace. Now, I need you to go in, so say if you work at Chick-fil-A, you would be required for customer service. You would be required for, let's say, trash, taking out trash. You could ensure customer orders are correct. Wipe down tables. Count drawer. Let's say balance drawer, not count. Things like that. I only need you to put like 5 or 7 different things that you do. I believe that everything you always do is a learning, so I want you to make sure that you check all of these. It's an ongoing thing. Your date objective is reached. Don't even put a date in for this, just leave it blank. And your rating. Here is your employer scale that they're going to go through. Now, I don't care if you rate yourself or if the employer rates, but you guys need to sit down with your mentor or your person that's responsible there, your manager, and discuss this, because when they fill out an evaluation on you 9 weeks into the term, you're going to know what you're evaluated upon. And it's going to be these tasks that you list here. So basically, if you are new to the job, you should have limited skills. So you should give yourself a 2 on most of these if you're new to the position and you've never had a job before. If you've worked in fast food for a year, you might be moderately or completely skilled. Okay, so just make sure that you use an accurate judgment, and then you mark the rating here by just putting a check mark or an X. That is all you have to do. This page right here, please don't fill it out. That's too much for you to have to do. This page is literally for if you ran out of room on this page. No one ever turns it into me. I don't expect page 4 of the training plan to be turned into me. Okay, so we're done on this part. The next thing that I need you to make sure that you turn in to me, let me make sure I've got all mine open, is this is your interview evaluation form. You're going to go in and write your name, and you're going to write your pathway. Notice that this pathway is going to be on everything that you touched for us. Again, this would be health science. You're going to go into being a nurse. Now, oh, this is what I'm doing. I'm sorry, but I'm going to put that on there for you. So basically, when I talk to you, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to say, okay, how does this person's appearance? What's their personality like? What's their desire to be enrolled in the program? And do they have a concept of what is going on and what co-op is all about? I'm going to answer all these questions based off of you, and it's going to be in your file. So this is my responsibility for me to do. You do not have to do that. Let me show you what you have to do. Interview questions. That's what you have to do. These interview questions are very straightforward. I don't expect you to write me a paragraph in response to any of these questions. Some of these are a very yes or no question. Number 1, what do you believe is the purpose of co-op? Well, my purpose is, if I was going to go into it, would be to attain a position in the workforce so that I could gain more experience while earning credit for high school. Boom, that's all you got to write. Why do you want to enroll in co-op? So you can leave school early, you can get a credit, and you can gain work experience. What are your plans following high school? I want to be a nurse, so I'm going to go to Jeff State, or I'm going to go to UAB, or I'm going to go to Auburn, or wherever you might decide to go. That's the kind of stuff you put there. So in each of these questions, you see how how quickly I'm able to respond. Don't put a lot of thought into it. Just give me your first reaction to most of these questions, okay? Yes or no answers will suffice. I'm good with that. Now, let me go into one more thing. This is your wage and hour report. This is the thing that trips people up every time, and it's the easiest thing that you could possibly do other than write your name on the top of a piece of paper. Where it says student's name, you're going to write your name. Please God, don't put your name. Please put your first and last given name. Your job title. If you are a cashier, you're going to write cashier. This is 2017, and this is January. You are going to fill out one of these for every month. The date right here is the 1, and it goes all the way down through the 31st. That is a calendar day of the month. So say I worked the 3rd of January, and I worked from 4 o'clock until 8 o'clock. Never, ever, ever mark that you were absent. Don't ever put anything in here. My total hours are going to be 4 hours, and my training station would be Chick-fil-A. My mentor would be John Doe, and my rate of pay would be $7.25 per hour. Now, what you're going to do is your total hours is the time arrived to the time departed. So you worked 4 hours. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the number 4 and you're going to multiply 4 hours times your rate of pay. And that's going to give you how much money you earned that shift. So I earned $29. Here's the kicker. Week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is here. What I need you to do is for you to go in and I need you to count 7 days. So 7 days is going to be week 1. The next 7 days, that's going to be, guess what? Week 2. Let me see if I can make it light enough to where you can see it. Okay. The next 7 days. Can I count? Sometimes it's rough. It's going to be week 3. You catch my drift here. Week 4 is here. Week 5 is here. Now, what you're going to do is, these are the hours worked. So what you're going to do is, in this yellow section, which is not yellow on yours, I just highlighted to show you, you're going to add the total hours. You're going to put here week 1. Blue section, that's week 2. Purple is week 3, and so forth. These colors will also go for the amount earned.